far as the win goes, it didn't go well.
For Monaski, on the other hand, he was on the other side.
It went well for them. They had probably one of the best teams they've ever had.
Oh, yeah.
They had a kid on their team, Matt Baldwin, who could shoot 35-foot three-pointers like it was nothing.
Was he from Utica College? He
played for Utica College for a couple of years. Before that, he played for HCCC. I didn't know when he was in his high school years, he made a few trips to Glens Falls. So this is all the secret things they told me after.
Afterwards.
And then, of course, the mayor had... He said that someone had approached him, wanted to play basketball, never played before, was this skinny small guy. The guy showed up, he was 6'8".
Wow.
Okay, and played 12 years in a national basketball league in the Dominican Republic.
Wow.
So they played for UNLV at one point as well.
Yeah.
I was told. I don't know that.
We were overpowered, but that's okay. You know what? That gives me the incentive that next year I will get that trophy back. And
okay.
I won't fall into the trap. I thought these guys were my friends, but they set me up.
They'll turn on you in 2 seconds.
That's all right. That's
all right,
okay.
Well, can I just a final note on this? You have to understand though, it's the police.
Yes.
And there is some. I mean, you guys have to be in shape.
Yeah, and most of our guys were in their mid to late 40s, so they were older too. And
they are in good shape. You have a pretty good squad. I will say you're playing against media personalities and local celebrities, which are elected officials and folks like us who do a lot of sitting all day. There's no requirement to be in shape like it is for you. So this just, I think, leveled the playing field a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I can't be.
All right, okay. Let's talk about
I don't like to lose.
The man who lost, the veteran who had his eye stolen.
Yes.
I mean, this is an unbelievable story.
The story actually made the New York Post yesterday.
It did.
The only reason I knew that, a friend of mine who's vacationing in Florida sent me a picture of the article. It was in the New York Post. But on March 21st, our Road Patrol Division took a complaint up in the village of Boonville at the Tops Market. A gentleman had gone inside the store, and while in the store, obviously someone had gone into his car. They not only stole his prescription medicine, but his prosthetic eye.
Inside the bag was. Can I ask the one question everybody's been asking is why did he have an extra? Was it an extra eye?
No.
Did he took it out to go in the store?
I'm not quite sure.
That one doesn't make sense to me.
But he definitely was. It was devastating for him.
Absolutely.
It's obviously not only any type of a larceny for someone that's involves something that costs thousands of dollars is one thing, but not only that. This gentleman was a veteran who gets treatment for whatnot at the VA.
A war veteran then.
Yes, a war veteran. Yeah. Just an unfortunate story. And because we had so little leads on this case, our criminal investigation unit, the investigator assigned to this case, because after the Road Patrol took the report, it was turned over to CIU. He put a press release out with hopes that maybe not only maybe someone saw something, maybe someone because obviously I don't know what you're going to do with this prosthetic eye. I have no idea.
I really think that my take on it is, I think it just becomes a novel,
a collectible item or something, and it's very unfortunate.
And the bag could be, for any reason. I mean, it's prescription meds, so
exactly
it could happen there.
And the gentleman obviously is very private. He didn't want his name released. He didn't want to do any media interviews because we've been contacted because of not only the uniqueness of the story, but most importantly because he is a veteran of the U.S. military.
All right, so here's what we're getting. I'm getting a lot of people that are saying, Can we give money to this guy to buy him a new eye?
Sure. I mean, we can act as the middle. I certainly wouldn't be able to do obviously the fundraising part of it, but we could act as the middle person. We could make sure that it gets to him appropriately, and that it's utilized to replace that prosthetic eye.
The way I look at it is, here's a man who put his life on the line for this country.
Right.
Yes.
And he's home in a peaceful time, and he survived that.
Yes.
And then at home, some scumbag breaks into his car and steals his personal items.
Yes.
I mean, there's nothing more disgusting than that.
I agree, and I think that's a great idea that you guys want to do this. And like I said, we'll certainly we'll act as the middle person.
It's going to come fast. We're not going to be doing this for 3 weeks.
Sure. Yeah.
This will be done. I could see this being done in a day and a half.
Can I ask? Did he lose his eye in the middle?
I as I was driving here this morning, I was asking myself that question, and I don't know the answer to that. That I don't know.
In any event, I got $100 for this pot of money. I'll give $100.
I would do the same. So now we're up to $200. I I'm even more amazed at the story of the fact that he doesn't want his name out there. He doesn't want any publicity.
Just
He's
a
not
private person,
asking, very
you know,
private. But we owe this. I think as a society, we owe this back to him. Because it was some scumbag from society that took it from him. So we need to make it right.
And I truly appreciate that, and I know he would too.
Yeah, all right. So you believe that he would appreciate that
Absolutely.
and need it.
Absolutely.
So,
Okay.
and if somebody, you can call us 736-0186. Andrew, take information. This isn't like what we've done with the, as I think about this now, the Heart Association and the toy drive. This is going to have to probably be made out to. I mean, I'm going to give a $100 bill.
All
Is
right.
what I'm
How
going
would
to do.
we? How would we do this?
Let me. I mean, I could check and get back to you shortly.
Okay, 'cause I wanna start,
I'm just thinking I may have an idea.
Okay. Because if you had a fund that is not, then
We
we
do.
can ask them to put the money into that fund.
Yes.
With it, and the memo placing it to
I
the veteran.
actually, what we could do, we have a nonprofit. It's the United County Sheriff's Law Enforcement Foundation. We have
Okay.
a 501c3. If you want, the people could make the check out to that.
Perfect.
But please, in the memo portion of the check, if we could just put in there
Boonville Vet.
Boonville Vet. Why don't we do that?
All right.
And make
It's
the
the
checks
Oneida
to
County Sheriff's Law Enforcement Foundation.
Oneida County Sheriff's Law Enforcement.
Foundation.
Right.
And then in the memo of the check, Boonville Vet.
Boonville Vet. Now
And we're
we
trying to
have,
get
and whatever-
$2,000.
we have the treadmill out, so get started. That's
Yeah,
all
right.
part of this.
Well, let me tell you, between the treadmill, the basketball game, now I got to go on the court here in a couple weeks again in a wheelchair. It's just I'm just getting into too much shape here. I think so.
All right. So this is to help the man whose eye was stolen. He's a veteran. It was stolen. His prosthetic eye. It's about $2,000 value.
That's what it's valued at.
To
Yes.
be replaced.
Yes.
And this is something that this man needs. And he is not someone that has a great deal of money to be able to go out and spend $2,000 on a stolen eye. So we raise the money.
Yep.
Please give Andrew a call at 736-0186. We've started out at $200 is where we are right now.
Perfect.
And 736-0186. Give Andrew a call and let's get this thing done.